And I tell people I try to order my life with God number one in my life, my family number two, and Monavie number three. Business is important, but it's not as important as my family, and it's not as important as keeping my commitments to God, my Creator. I believe this, that each and every one of us have a spark of the divine deep inside of us, that God has known us from the beginning of time. Do you believe that God makes junk? I don't believe that God has ever made something that isn't extraordinary. You were born extraordinary with a piece of the divine in each and every one of you, and you were born to win, not lose in life. You were born to make a difference. And some of you just need to let go. Some of you just need to let go of some beliefs that simply aren't true. I know this, more than I know that you're sitting in front of me, that each and every one of you have a spark of God inside of you, and you were born to win. And I know that some of you are here today with heavy hearts because you have children who are not doing what they should be doing. Some of you are here with heavy hearts because you're going through a divorce or contemplating a divorce. Some of you may even be here today wondering if your life is worth living any longer. I want you to know that it is. And if you turn these challenges in life and you quit trying to solve everything yourself, and if you turn it over, like I and Carrie did in October of 2004, when I stopped trying to do everything, because I was working hard, and finally I turned it over and said, God, I can't do this anymore. I need your help. And He has been so faithful. I encourage you to do the same. I think of my sister. I want you to know that as you say yes to Monavie, as you start using this product and start sharing with some people, that ripple effect can take place. And 3 to 5 years from now, you can have an organization all over the world drinking Monavie and be free financially because others are doing it. I think of my own sister back in America. I've been in this business for over 20 years, and I helped start another company in the 1990s. And I talked to all my brothers and sisters. I thought for sure they would join me. Just like you talked to your family members about Monavie. Well, I have 9 brothers and sisters, and only one would listen to me. 1 out of 9. She said yes to me. She got involved in Monavie. She was a single mother of 5 children. 2 of them had a disease called cystic fibrosis. My sister needed to make some money because she was trying to save the lives of her daughters. A single mother with 5 children. She said yes. She got involved, started sharing some products with some friends. A few people said yes, and most people said no. But she didn't concern herself with the people who said no. She locked arms with a few people who said yes. And that was in 1991, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, 1991, when my sister said yes to me. She is standing next to me in this picture. She has since gone on to make millions of dollars in networking. Every week for the last 20 years, she has earned a check. Every week. How many of you would like to earn an income from Monavie every week for the next 20 years? How many? That's what's happened in my sister's life because she said yes and she went to work. She didn't know that 20 years later, she would be at a medical center as she is today, as I'm in Brazil. My sister Colette is at Stanford Medical in California with her daughter, Charlie, who is waiting for a double lung and heart transplant. 2 lungs and a new heart to try to save her life. She didn't know that she would be put in a situation like this where she would have to have made millions of dollars to be able to try to fight to save her daughter's life. Healthcare is probably different in Brazil than in America. But my sister needed to make millions of dollars to try to save her daughter's life. And now We pray every day that God will somehow provide 2 lungs and a heart to my niece so that her life can be extended. But so when Colette said yes 20 years ago and started earning an income and started saving some of that money, now she has the money on hand to try to pay for an operation if those lungs become available. So my message to you is you don't know what your life is going to bring to you 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And my message to you is that no matter what your circumstances in life, I know that people are hurting here. But I want you to know that you can do this. If you have a dream, if you have a vision and a why. A gal came up to me and Kara yesterday and gave us a picture. Said, my city was just flooded. I need Monavie. I think she's going to do it. I think she's going to build a big business because she's clear with her vision. What are you doing this for? Why do you want to build a Monavie business? If your why is as big as my sister's why, and that was to try to save her daughter's lives, then you'll be able to do this no matter what. You'll find a way. You'll figure it out. You'll keep coming to events like this, and one time it will click. But I want you to know that in this business, as in life, you're going to take a couple steps forward, and then you're going to take some steps back. That's how this is. Life is not easy. But I give you my word. I'm going to make a promise to you. You get on ownership. You make God a partner in your business, and you don't quit. And every day you say, I'm in Monavie. And I'm in Monavie for life, and I'm not going to quit no matter what. I believe that God will somehow put the people in front of you for you to speak to who will say yes to you in Monavie. And 3 to 5 years from now, you'll have a business not only in Brazil, but your Monavie business will expand to Mexico and eventually into Peru and Argentina as we open those markets, and eventually into Europe. And how many of you would like that to grow over into Asia? You can have tens of thousands of people every day drinking Monavie because you said yes and you didn't quit. And more importantly, you're going to be the instrument in blessing lives around the world indirectly. Because even though you don't know someone who knows someone in India, even though you may not know someone in India, you know someone who knows someone who does. And we're just getting ready to open India. We're just getting ready to open Thailand. And so from Brazil, your group will grow all over the world. That's what's possible, so you got to believe it. If my sister, who had never spent one day in college, can go from a single mother of 5 to making over $1 million a year in networking, you can too. It takes vision, it takes courage, it takes faith, it takes belief, it takes persistency, it takes partnering with people and being unified. There's going to be days when you're discouraged. Call your upline. My upline is up above, and I call him every day. So I need your help because I can't do this alone. And I encourage you to do the same. I give you my word that we will continue doing everything we can in our power to make sure that we bring you products that make a difference, to make sure that we provide you with the best corporate leadership, people who stand on principle and values. And I give you my word that we'll try to put this compensation plan in such a way that will have the potential to pay you every week for 20 to 30 to 40 years. You know why? Because we need you down in the favelas. We need you to be able to make enough money so you can go down and visit these children who don't have. You know what I'm talking about? This is your country. And I want you to know how grateful I am as I've looked at the donations from Brazil to the More Project. The donations from Brazil are growing, which is the greatest indicator to me that Brazil is healthy. Because my experience in this business is the more that you give, the greater you will receive and the greater the blessing. You want to build a big business? Give more and do more and serve more. That is the surest way that your business grows. So with that, I'm now going to sit down as I want to see Sergio. And I understand, I believe that we have a treat coming up. Is that right, Gavin and Mauricio? So I want you to know, in conclusion, that what Carrie said is true. That we pray for you every day. And I hope that I have said something that someone in this room will be able to take encouragement from. You know, I was a kid who was told he would never graduate from high school. I'm not very smart. And if I can do this, God must have a sense of humor. That's all I can figure. But if I can do this, if my sister can do this, if Scott Olson can do this, if Marcelo can do this, if Claudemir can do this, if Marcos can do this, there's not a person in this room who can't do this. Follow the system, plug in, do not quit, and become free in your life. And so we will travel the world together, see the most beautiful places in the world, but what I really want to do more than anything else with you is to go to the More Project with you and watch your heart open up completely as you put these children on your lap and as they look into your eyes and they finally, many of them for the first time in their lives, will be able to look into the eyes of someone and believe that they have value. And that perhaps there's someone in this world who cares. That's my greatest desire. God bless each and every one of you on your road to gold and beyond with Monavie. Thank you.